from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, the biggest gift, the biggest. Thank you for being my friend. Oh, hallelujah.
Hello. What's up? What's up? All right, welcome to Golden Girls Podcast. How's everybody doing? Y'all looking good?
I'm here better tthan ever. You know,
Okay.
I'm extra as fuck today.
Okay, listen, all burnt up. We about to get to it.
burnt up.
Okay, in the building. Okay. So real quick, I'm Des, the executive producer. Look, I don't forget. Executive producer. Who I got all the way over there?
It's your girl Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know. And listen,
Who else?
I's married now.
Mrs. Howard.
New year, new last name, new me. I'm on some all new shit, okay? But no, I'm good. I'm so happy to be here. I missed y'all. I feel like I've been gone for a minute. I know I was at the last episode, but a lot of shit happened between episodes, and so I feel like I've been gone. But who I got over here, not to this right, but two rights over. Who is that?
It's DJ. I'm back.
Hey, girl.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
She can skip over Thanksgiving. I mean, well, you know.
Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm very
I kind of get why we be on some fuck Thanksgiving shit too. So,
who
I get
cares?
that.
I just want to eat.
Merry Christmas.
Give me my greens, give me my dressing, and then Merry Christmas.
You gonna show them your sweater? Show them your sweater, DJ, because she's so cute.
You know, yeah.
She's so festive.
Now make sure you don't
y'all.
mess up the chords. Now you know this is
Just move the lime. Just move the lime and give them a little.
Yeah. Oh my God!
Listen, it's the cutest.
Listen here. I come prepared.
So tell us, describe to us what you got on, so the people that's listening know.
I have on a full Grinch sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Straight from Whoville.
Straight from Whoville.
Straight from Whoville.
Okay.
And y'all know the Grinch
Exclusive.
is lime green or chartreuse, as the fancy people like to call
Is
it.
that what that is?
Chartreuse, yes.
All right, wet and
She
things.
got listen, new vocabulary. I'm telling you, I'm a whole new bitch. Still messy, but a whole new bitch. But no, she got the chartreuse gym shoes on. Okay, sis did not come to play.
With the bag, with the matching bag.
Listen, baby girl,
I call that highlighter green.
That DJ is the most festive ever. And
I am a festive bitch, and it is time.
Listen, I'm inspired. I'm married now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get a Christmas tree for the first time.
Okay, get your black Christmas tree.
I'm gonna do my thing. But all right, enough about us, because we got a special guest in the house tonight. Okay. So to my right, I want you to introduce yourself and tell us how long you've been a Golden Girl. How did you get to know us? Who are you?
Okay. Well, I'm Chauntice Calhoun. I'm a financial coach, and I feel like I've been a Golden Girl in like the beginning.
A long time.
I've been known in Destiny for a while, and Teresa.
Yeah.
So I've been watching y'all journey for a while. So I've been a Golden Girl for a while.
Yeah, like 2015, a while. Like,
Yeah,
a very long time.
Yeah.
That's some day one shit. That's some day one shit. Okay. And so, Chauntice, we are going to get deeper into what you do and why you're here. But for our listeners out there, this month is Financial Literacy Month. So we've been every month we've been having a theme to our programming and to our content because we want to serve our community. And so this month is financial literacy. Now the Golden Girls needed a little help to talk to you about financial literacy because a bitch like me is still trying to figure the fuck out. So we had to bring our girl Chauntice on here to talk about it.
What up?
We're gonna go, so we're gonna go into the Midas touch, and then we're gonna talk about what it is you do and why is it golden and how does it help our community. So go ahead, Des.
All right, so y'all already know we talk about this every week. We always highlight somebody for the Midas touch. So I don't know if you guys at this point, if you watch the show, you have heard of him, but if you've heard of King Midas, it's kind of like a folk tale, an old tale. He was a Greek god. No, he was a king. He was a
Mhm.
Greek king.
Mhm.
And basically, he did all of these amazing good deeds, and the gods gave him the gift of gold. Everything he touches turned to gold. Now, he went on and touched his daughter or his wife or something, and it became a whole problem. But none of that part matters. What matters is that he did a bunch of amazing things, and everything that he touched turns to gold. So now, we just go around and we highlight people who we just think are amazing, and everything that they touch turn to gold.
Oh.
And today, our Midas touch honoree, the person that's just out here bling, bling, blinging, is Miss Chauntice Calhoun.
thank y'all.
Listen, it's
Well
always good
deserved.
to tell me how to manage
Well
my money.
deserved.
I might not listen, but at least you gave me the keys and maybe it'll resonate.
It's feeling real shot o'clock. It's
But
feeling real
I
shot
feel
o'clock.
like that was about to say for the
okay.
Midas touch, it's shot o'clock. Like
Yep.
you know what
Period.
I'm saying? Everybody don't get that every day. Everybody don't just have
Right.
the touch of gold every day.
Yes.
So it's shot worthy. And I know you were a little scared, but listen.
I am.
And don't you got drink in there?
Yeah.
That's not a shot.
We tried to tell baby girl don't
Where
occupy
is the
that
shot
shot.
glass?
Just
is
don't have a
that?
drink.
That's
We
not a
both made
shot.
it.
I'm
We both made a
gonna
drink.
take it easy on you.
No,
Because I got like
no.
at least
Producer
There's
said
shot
no.
glasses in there. Them little ones.
Oh, they about to see me messed up.
Listen, I
Oh
know.
my God.
It's my
I
job
was
to
gonna
know
be nice
everything
enough.
that's in the
See
studio.
who
I was gonna be
was
nice
this?
enough. Just
No, y'all.
Ain't that my job is to know everything
I
that's
was
going
gonna
on in the
be.
studio.
I was gonna be nice enough just to top your little drink off and let you have your little
Yeah,
moment.
let's just do that.
No, you
We're
ain't the
not doing
producer
that.
though. You ain't the producer.
We're not doing
And
that.
so that's
Cup.
the thing about this is that
Producer. That's
I'm
me.
not gonna get fired fucking with you. So I'm gonna pour this shot in this little
Oh my
cup,
God.
and you gonna take it.
Y'all see my name, producer. The producer.
I see why you said what
Hand
you
me a
said
little cuppy
earlier.
cup.
And
Okay.
remember,
Yeah, I
and see,
did.
remember,
I
we,
said this gonna be my only drink.
I know.
because
And I said, no, that's not the case.
people
We
tend
said
to
plenty.
think because I call
I
myself.
warned you. I said plenty.
People tend to think because I call myself Missy, that it's just me. It's not just me.
It is just
I
you,
see.
but
It's
I
not.
The
have to
title
do
is
it.
well deserved.
It is my job to
Somebody
create.
created a platform in order for me to do the shit that I do.
I
And I'm
did.
gonna just leave that there.
Yep.
Go ahead, take one. Pass it down. Y'all know how we do.
I did. I have a. Oh, is this what is this?
I know
I
that
was
better not be
a-
no fucking shot
I was making
sitting
you
there.
a drink.
Cause you a producer.
Oh, it's
you
tequila in here.
That is
I
all
was
tequila.
say you was a producer, not no damn babysitter.
I was in the
thought
process
it was
of
empty.
making you a drink.
Yeah.
It was, and then it wasn't.
She was making me a drink.
Uh-huh.
This,
I was
didn't
making the
Well, give me
drink.
the shot.
We can pass it down.
I'm about to say because I'm
Cause
hearing
that
the
ain't all
whole-
it. Mm-mm.
Ooh, not
This
the
a
drink, not the
lot.
drink topper talking mess.
Go ahead and just
Okay,
take
give
it
me
like
the
a shot.
Well, no, this is a lot up in here. This is for a drink. That's fine.
I said this before the show. This is why I
I'ma
don't
take
pour
it.
nothing for this because what I tell you
Oh
to do.
yeah, you did. You
no,
We just be trying to make sure that
Maisha.
her libations are replenished.
So when I call her Maisha, it's
And
Maisha.
I don't even know who
sisterly,
that
that's
is, y'all.
it.
I don't even know who that is. Like, she must be wearing the wire calling me Maisha.
I'm just being
Because I'm being
sisterly.
serious. It's a lot in here. But okay, so what do y'all want me to do? Keep this as a drink? And
Yeah.
just, or take
No,
this
I
as a shot?
take that as a shot.
Well, it's too. I'm gonna take half of it because it's
Yeah,
too
it's-
big.
That's fine.
it's
That's
a
Well,
fine.
that's what I said, but I had to drink it.
No, because you got
You
juice
got
in
juice.
there.
No, I'm talking about that first shot. That
Oh,
first,
yeah. Oh, yeah, you had
it
to
was
drink
like
that.
2-3
Yeah,
shots in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's because
It
of
don't
who
matter.
poured
That's
it.
Okay,
That's
Cheers.
because you company.
cheers to this wonderful, amazing woman that everything that she touches turns to gold.
Yes.
Miss Chauntice Calhoun, thank you for
Yes.
blessing us with your presence.
Clink, clink, clink,
Cheers
clink,
to
clink.
being an amazing Black girl, okay?
And yes.
That's terrible. That's
I need y'all to stop
terrible.
complaining every time. We buy the same liquor every show. And
Every
show y'all come
week,
on here
and
acting
I'm gonna
like y'all ain't
complain
never
every
drank before.
time.
Acting
That line
abused,
make a difference.
acting
All right.
abused and battered and forced and drinking all that. I'm sick of this Dog and Pony show.
So anyway, Miss Calhoun,
Yes.
and so I'm gonna let Chauntice talk to y'all a little bit about what she does. But next year will be 10 years for me living in Detroit.
Wow.
And Chauntice was one of my
You
first
need a
friends.
gangsta party.
You've been trying to push this gangster party on me for years at this point. Every time, anything we celebrate, you should have a gangster party to celebrate. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is.
Party.
Anywho, I met Chauntice in an AmeriCorps program, and any of you who are in AmeriCorps or ever heard of AmeriCorps or been around AmeriCorps knows that it is a program. It's a community service program that works you like a runaway slave.
Definitely.
And you don't make almost any money.
You don't make any.
It's extremely rewarding.
It is.
It for sure changed my life. I feel like it did.
Definitely.
It changed yours too.
Definitely.
But we were in the trenches.
We were
broke as ever, grinding.
That's
and
a special place to be.
Yeah,
you meet some of your most thorough people.
Yes.
Honestly,
During
I've
that
had
time of your
connections
life.
with so many people because of that program.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Connections that you can't buy.
No, cannot.
All of it.
Family.
And we were for sure. And we were broke.
Fully had to
Um,
plan stuff 4 weeks in advance.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
period.
were. Yeah, you tell she was planning because I wasn't planning. I was just
Right. Yep.
I was just running.
I was just gonna use what I had left.
when I had it.
Wasn't no planning. If I got $5 and it cost $5, must be
I
enough to go.
the plan was to go to Potbelly. We had to plan 4 weeks to go to
Yeah,
Potbelly.
and we were.
It was expensive back then.
We were
And
doing
still is. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
very much so.
Shit.
But we were doing 40-hour, like full salary positions
More
for
than 40
less
hours.
than less than like 10 grand a year. Like when I say we were making nothing, baby, nothing.
I just want to shout out to y'all for being that committed
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
children because
And it's
I
a
was
2-year
not
sign on.
that committed.
It's a
to
2-year
Not
sign
2
on.
years.
Yep.
I
You
think
got
it
it.
was 12,000, like 100. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
interviewed and
a
everything,
grant
and I
to
was
help
like,
with your
my-
loans.
Yeah.
But it still ain't a lot of loans.
No,
It's a
no,
little
no, no.
sprinkle
It
of
was,
loans.
what,
It's the
5,000 or
interest.
something. It really
It's the
was just the
interest.
interest.
Wow.
For the time that you're doing
They
it.
got
Yep.
off.
That's
And
really how
they
it's
got
that's,
off.
And so
that's
no.
highway rap.
They
Well,
got off.
and
But
so-
listen, the kids needed y'all.
Well,
Yeah.
AmeriCorps is kind of a, like they're genius low key because we just had one section. Like we were at one organization. They partner with organizations all across the state.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they pull all these volunteers in. Like City Year has like hundreds of volunteers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All of them are making nothing. Like it's a whole like state ran volunteer commission thing, like statewide.
Yeah.
And it's all people that's volunteering, giving their life. Like in different.
Yeah.
So there's people who's doing gardening for neighborhoods. There's people who are working in like rural areas.
Yeah.
Like there's people that's working with senior citizens. There's people that's working on the environment. Like it's so many different ranges of that. We just chose what our interest was pretty much. But what I want to say is that Chauntice has always been somebody that's working, that has been invested in working in finances and educating people with financial literacy. And it definitely is a choice of hers to be working in the community the way that she is, because with the knowledge that she has, she can be a real bossy, bougie, paid, you know what I'm saying? One of the money girls, you know, the money girls that's about the bag and they keep their secrets and give them to people who is also about the bag. Like she definitely can choose to be that, like, and has since I met her day one. Like she's been knowledgeable. She has everything. And it's a choice for her to be in there educating kids. It's a choice for her to be at the rec centers doing workshops and stuff. Like everything she touches turns to gold. This girl is making sure that she is committed to educating people on finances and sharing her love, vibe, culture, all of it. Like she's very, our culture don't know about finances, and she just presents in such a great way and so open and helpful with it. You know what I mean?
So Chauntice, tell us like why and when did you decide and what do you get from it? Why do you keep deciding to work in this space versus any other space that you're qualified to work in?
Man, it came to me. That's the crazy part. I was working in AmeriCorps, and that wasn't, it was by choice, but it wasn't by that was like top priority choice, like top choice.
Right.
So I actually went to school to become a doctor, and that didn't work out. So I was like, I have my own nonprofit organization. So that's why I started working with AmeriCorps. And then I met a friend. I wanted to learn about investments. And then he introduced me to his mentor. And he didn't just stop there to teach me about investments. He said, okay, well, what's some of your goals? And a lot of the goals that I had, he showed me how I can actually build an organization and finance to help that get done.
Oh,
so
great.
that's like what got me into the door. But what kept me was like, our people don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You like in my parents, like in any of my family, right? So if I can go out and educate families, still at the time I was 24 when I got into this field.
Okay.
And as a 24-year-old, you know, you're young, you're still making mistakes, but I have great mentorship to teach me. And it's just such an impact to help families. Like, you know what? Thanks so much for teaching me, because I was getting taken advantage of, or I wasn't going to be able to get out of debt. I wasn't going to be able to retire. I wasn't going to be able to hit these financial goals. So to be able to teach this stuff and teach it for free, not charging people, going out to community, educate them, help people be empowered financially, to me, that's so rewarding just to help somebody. Because usually people aren't reaching their goals because of like, I don't got the money for it.
Yeah.
Or I don't feel what, you know, so if
or
I can help that challenge.
Got the money for it.
Right. Or just don't have access to the resources. Like the information is out there, but it's not within their grasp. So they think that it's impossible to get.
And there's so much wrong information or predatory information that's out here. So I come against that, you know. So to educate them and properly educate them against the other stuff that's out here.
I love that, Chauntice.
Thank you.
I think it's people like you really who move us forward in liberating our community, getting us out of, you know, like financial poverty, getting us out of those mindsets. And what you're doing is helping us break curses.
Exactly.
Not having the, I guess, education to know how to manage the money that you work so hard to make.
Exactly.
Like money is like top priority. If not the top priority, is definitely top 5, top 10 for most people.
For sure.
But yet we know so little about it.
Yeah.
And so people like you helping us, especially for free, is really a big deal. And so I think that we're very blessed and honored to have you here, especially for us to be able to ask these questions, because I'm about to get some shit for free.
Okay, exactly.
But before we get into that, and before we get into the golden bowls or all of that, we want to get into the mental health check-in, okay? Because y'all know Missy got the topics and the questions. I'm gonna get the information y'all want. But before we do that, we want to check into everybody and see how we doing, how we've been, what do we need, and then we can put everybody's, you know, opinions and situations into context once we know that, okay? So DJ, mental health check-in, how you doing? For real.
Good. I am good.
I don't want the answer that you get a lady on the grocery store. How you doing for real?
Listen, I am good now.
Okay.
I needed I needed a break and I got it.
Oh, good. Right? Okay, good.
So coming actually today was a good Monday for once, right?
Good.
So this weekend I went to Indianapolis, Indiana, right? So my wonderful sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, shout out to the SG Rose.
We just celebrated our centennial, so our 100th year. We are now in the Centennial Club. Okay, all
that's
right.
100 year for the Black girls at SG Rose. Shout out to y'all.
We are now.
Oh,
yes. I want your eardrums out, you know. But we in the 100 year club.
Put our eardrums out.
Energy. Okay. Yes, ma'am. You've been eating it for a minute.
Listen here, my throat is tired. Okay?
Period.
But this weekend, I wasn't a mama. I wasn't a wife. You know, I was just doing what I do and being out here, right? Like I didn't see.
So did you have a time?
A good time.
You look cute because I was watching.
Time, you know, got some things paid for.
Okay.
Got some drinks, some food, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
You know.
I love to see it.
Shout out to the Qs and the Noobs because they treated us
Shout
good.
Out to the Qs
them two my favorite.
They treated us good this weekend.
Shout
out
to the Qs and the Noobs. Shout out to them.
I don't even like the Noobs like that. But it was
I like the dogs and I like the shit.
Give me some shit.
They put them two together. You know, that'd be perfect.
You need them
I'm trying
both.
to tell you,
All right.
balance.
You know,
They
I
both are very
I need
needed.
me
in
I
the
don't
world.
usually fuck with them bunnies like that, but they showed us a good time this weekend.
on,
Okay, period.
Come on, bunnies.
Okay, buddy.
They did.
Listen,
but-
the bunny said, "They DJ, you got us fucked up. Watch this." Okay.
Listen,
I love it.
I saw Soros from Kentucky. I ain't seen in years.
Okay,
Got to
okay.
connect with my chapter and remember why I joined the organization.
That's
That's
amazing.
good.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Love
Because it was
it.
always the people for me,
Mhm,
you know.
That's good.
So
That's good.
it was a good time.
That's
I'm
good.
happy
I got
for
to
you.
breathe.
Yes,
Woo.
yes. Okay, so what do you need this week? So you got your break and you've been feeling good. You had time with your girls, but it's only Monday.
It is.
So what you need this week and how you gonna get it?
I need a maid. I might have to shake some ass to get her.
I know a good one now.
But that's I
She like
might.
ass because she might be the one.
She might be the one.
I don't think she like
I'm
ass,
just saying,
though.
I'm thinking ass
She
these
auntie.
days.
Yeah.
I'm real,
You know, the pandemic has helped us out.
I'm real
you know.
thick these days. I
Listen,
might
DJ
change
got
her
that
mind.
thunder on back there now.
I might change her mind. That's honestly, that's what I need. That's what I need. The house is just as messy as I left it. Okay?
Hey, listen,
My house is bad.
you know I'm messy.
It
Messy.
is.
I ain't never had no problem with a little mess. Sometimes it just got to be that way.
I stopped making it a point to prep before I leave, like cleaning up, making sure y'all, y'all got
Yeah.
something to eat, y'all good, y'all this, y'all
Come
that.
on now, stop making it.
He don't be doing all that.
Cause they'll be all right.
Love my husband dearly, but he
Good,
ain't doing
listen,
all
'cause-
that.
but
When
wait,
he leave,
He gonna be all right. Is he
They'll
gonna
be
sit
all
there
right.
and starve with the kids? No.
if
he'll
they
figure it out.
survive off Cheetos,
Exactly.
that is his problem.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Period. And then that baby gonna shit up a storm and he gonna learn why you
Mhm.
don't feed the baby Cheetos all day.
Exactly.
How else do you learn?
Mhm. Trial and error.
Exactly. So I'm
Mhm.
that I was good as of Friday. Boom, clocked
I
out.
love it. I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. Okay, so
It's needed.
Chauntice, how you doing this week? And like I said, I don't want the answer that you get a neighbor. Hey girl,
Yeah.
how you doing? No.
Yeah.
How you doing? Like
You
real
know-
talk.
Right now, just like how she said, she's reminded of why she do things, because
Mhm.
on this journey, you're kind of going against the grain.
Mhm.
You know,
Every day.
so and whether it's entrepreneurship or just doing something different, so just to be in an environment where someone is encouraging you, that's what I needed. So I got what I
Mhm.
needed.
Ooh, I
You know what I'm
love
saying? So
that.
I love it. It just firing my purpose up, because you need that sometimes. You know.
Yes.
So thanks so much. I'm in a great mental space. The pandemic or whatever, all that different type of stuff. But yeah, I'm doing great.
I love that. Chauntice, you are so sweet. I'm just getting like
Ain't she?
I'm just getting like
Feel nice and warm
hearts
and
and bubbles
fuzzy.
and shit coming towards me. Like I just want to
See?
smile at you.
Yay!
Good. I hope I feel the
Good.
same way when you tell me I
I
can't.
feel very jolly. Like shirt aside, I feel
Listen.
jolly.
I hope,
My heart grew
You know your heart
bigger today.
I hope I can keep
Just
this
because
same
of you.
energy when she tell me I can only get a 3-5 a week. I'm gonna be like, all right.
We gonna call it. We gonna call this the Chauntice effect. Just-
Right. I'm like, oh, yeah, see? See, you know what though? Get her another shot. And we
Yeah,
gonna see
there we
no,
go.
no.
We gonna see.
You want another shot?
You know, when you sit down, you don't
It's coming,
feel it
yeah.
all the way. You know?
Yes.
It's when I stand up.
Yes. Okay.
Mm-mm.
So, mental health check-in for me. I'm all right. I feel good. Oh, you good?
I am good.
All right. All right.
Maybe the mic had a drink.
Period.
It's,
see, it's
so you
still
gotta,
It's okay. It just needs to be adjusted.
Oh, put the these things, the ropes on the back.
Oh.
The back. So the wet.
You want to fix her mic, DJ? It's these little hooks down here, right here. Those.
So in the meantime,
Yeah. What's your
I'll
mental
go.
health? Yeah. That's how
So my mental health check-in.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm struggling because they slow. Look at your mic, and then yeah,
Yeah.
it's one over here on my side too.
I see it.
Sorry, guys. Okay, so my mental health check-in real quick. Where am I? I am. My anxiety is high. It's always high, but it's high.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'm in a transition. I feel like I'm always in a transition, but I'm in a pretty big transition right now. I'm going through a stage where I'm learning to give myself some grace.
Mhm. Talk. She got it. Talk.
I got it's
I'm
these.
sorry, y'all.
It's these Jezebel
I can't do
nails.
Not the Jezebel
It's
nails.
these Jezebel nails.
Y'all,
I
I'm
need
sorry,
my
y'all.
hospital nails
That's about to
back.
lose her mind.
I can't take it.
But I knew what I was doing. It's these harlot
trying to tell
nails I
Dance,
got
mind
on.
your
Yeah.
business.
Okay, y'all.
Don't worry about me,
So,
okay? I need my hospital
Y'all
nails
know I
back.
done had to learn about everything in here. So
Yes.
I'm just looking at
Them
them because
short
I just
boys.
want to tell them. Missy waving at me. DJ Nails is scratching everything. It's just a lot going on over here. And we not even drunk. All right. So me learning. So I've been learning to give myself a little grace. It's so much. Just about a lot of things.
Chauntice's mic is muted.
Oh, I know. My bad.
Oh,
I
because he was
muted
thumping
it.
You
the
and them
ball.
nails was
You and the
scratching
nails was
everything
doing a
up.
lot. So I muted it. And so anyway, I've been working on giving myself some grace. I
Yeah,
literally have spent the past week just allowing myself to sit in my thoughts because I'm making a couple changes that are necessary. I've checked off 18 boxes why they're necessary, but just giving myself grace in what I do, what my skills are, stuff like that. So
Mhm.
I did not know what I needed. But I had a interview today. One of my friends is getting her bachelor's degree in social work. And she interviewed me today, and it ended up being like a 3-hour interview for one of her assignments, just about I had to go back to my experiences as a bachelor level social worker. And so it forced me to talk about past experiences and stuff that we've learned way back and go through like what skill development I created. And it just forced me to really evaluate my timeline of my professional life.
Mhm.
And so I think that was what I needed. Like I didn't know it, but I was like, oh. Like she was like, dang, you did a lot of stuff. I'm like, I guess I did. I forgot
Yeah.
about,
You
you
that
know.
chick.
Listen, I appreciate it because you are too, okay? And so I think I needed that because I've been feeling really unsure lately. God is sending me a few ways and I'm going. I'm just I gotta sit in the feelings of it.
Yeah.
If that makes
It's a
sense.
journey,
Like
yeah.
I'm on my way, but like, ooh.
Yep. Yep.
It's very
got
I'm
this.
tiptoeing every step.
Yeah.
But today she made me say, okay, maybe I'll take a bigger step.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So she thanked me so much, but I think it was what I needed. It really made me sit down and give myself some credit because she challenged me to, okay, what is this skill you develop? What does this look like? What? And I had to be able to articulate it because this is for school for her.
Right.
So
right.
I'm like, damn, I guess this is problem solving. This is critical thinking. This
Mm.
is
Yep.
program development. This is all of these different things.
Yep.
And so I needed that. I think I needed that. And to be honest, I just need to be okay with sometimes sitting in it and it's icky and not trying to be a busybody and fix it or figuring out
Yeah.
the best way to
Yeah.
make it softer or make it
Yeah,
feel better or make
yeah.
me. I gotta just learn how to sit.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
one thing I
shut
do
up.
is sit in it.
I'm
a sit.
bad at
I'm a
sitting.
Is
sit.
it bad I went the
I'm
other
a
way?
sit. I'm a soak. Okay.
Marinate.
Marinate in it overnight.
Smother.
You know, smother it in tears. I'm a sit in it. And then I get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
so
the
It's
getting
good to
over it.
process it.
I'm not good at that. I
It's the
can't
getting
just sit.
over it for me. I sit, but then I stay there, and then I gotta get out of it. But it is the getting out of it. But I can sit.
I don't
Yeah.
soak.
I
I
soak
see.
it.
I gotta go through a whole thing of
Marinate
denial
in it.
first.
Yeah, exactly.
About how much I don't give a fuck.
The
for
stages of
forever
it, yep.
first.
Yeah.
And then once somebody be like, okay, listen, you give a
Yeah.
fuck. I be
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm
Right.
kicking and screaming. And then
Yep.
I be like, okay, now I really don't.
So I'm very bad at soaking. I'm constantly trying to find a solution. And even
And
after
that's
I
good,
find
though.
it, I'm still running it back. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a good soaker. And so this whole entrepreneurship journey, God is oh my God, he just been on me. I've had to sit and soak in lots of ways. I've had to sit and meet myself uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know everybody, like everybody on the outside is like, you're doing amazing, great job. And I know they always think that's helpful, and that shit is not helpful.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Like,
It is
it's
not. I
It's
do not want to hear
always
that
like,
shit.
oh my God, I don't want to hear it. Cause I
Understand.
now don't stop it. But it's like,
because you searching for your next step and you sitting here praising me about where I'm at, and it's like, bruh,
I know where I'm at, and I don't want to be
I
at
don't
this
wanna
point.
here for
I
real.
it
understand.
ain't even, and sometimes I ain't searching for my next step, but shit, I don't even know what step I'm in. Like,
Yeah.
just trying to find, I feel like I'm just in a place of confusion, and
Yeah.
everybody's
and-
cheering me
And when
on.
people
Yeah.
cheering you on, you have
Encouraging
no
you.
idea what
Yeah.
you're doing. That shit is
Yeah.
pressure.
It is.
The pressure.
Yeah.
Is getting
Say,
what's
what's
up.
Okay. And
I feel you.
or when I vent to people when they be like, you gonna figure it out, I ain't worried.
But that's how I am, because I know.
I'm sitting right here in this.
Look, I might real deal fuck this up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I be.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out. I
Yep.
have not.
Yeah.
I mean, but
That's
you know
why
what,
I'm talking
though?
to you.
Exactly.
At the end of the
Oh my
day,
God.
at the end of the day, the most frustrating thing about it is that they're right. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you are gonna figure it out.
You are.
because-
But I don't want to hear that shit right
You
there.
made it thus
Yeah.
far. Think about that.
I
You
wanna
made
hear
it thus
right now.
far.
I know I'm gonna figure
Some
it out.
shit-
But
At
Some
this
shit is
moment,
just about
I feel like
character.
I
It's not
gotta-
in her character to not figure it out.
You're
But
going
it's
to
not.
figure-
But
you are
right
gonna figure it out,
now,
but you
I
gotta feel the
feel
feels.
like I'm
You-
not figuring
you
it
have
out.
to feel the feels.
And I'm overwhelmed because because all you MNFers think that I'm supposed to always figure it out. And so now I feel like I gotta figure it out, and I don't know how to figure it out.
Literally, it's not even that you're supposed to. It's just like literally the way life works. If you don't give
Yeah.
up, you will figure it out. It's one or the
Exactly.
other.
I feel that.
Or
I
it be
agree
given
with
to
you, right?
you.
Yeah.
It'll be given to you.
I agree, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that too. But we all know people that don't figure it out sometimes, and they be all right. It's like the saying that God take care of fools and kids. I swear to God,
Man,
people live in bliss.
I be
And
wondering.
people just live in ignorant bliss.
You know, I had to
people-
learn how to purposely get that bliss and just be like, you know what? Fuck that. And turn around
I can't.
and let it.
Well, that's
But
what God
sometimes
is
that
telling me.
naivety, it helps you. That naivety helps your belief.
nope.
It helps your faith. It
Mhm.
just like how I say, unless you become like children and believe.
Yeah.
You know, because as adults, we
Mm.
get so many things that be like, you know what? No, you get more doubtful as an adult because you know more information.
I've always
But that
traumas.
childlike faith to help you.
I always ask,
That's
like,
a
where
hell
does
of a-
faith come from?
I've been
And
wa-
then when I
Ooh.
literally sit there and be like, nope, fuck that. Boom. That's what that is. Cause
No, for me, faith
That
is
ain't
just gonna be
faith.
like
it's
when I
something.
look at a situation, when I look at a situation and
work out.
legit realize that
That's
there's
true.
nothing
That's
I can do,
It's gonna work out.
that acceptance is the faith. Like, okay, well, it ain't
Well,
gonna kill me. Shit. I mean,
Shit, we
Mhm.
here. It's shit.
At this point, it's just gonna be like this L is gonna be this L, and I'm gonna have to deal with it as it comes.
Exactly.
man.
Yep.
Just trust that I've never allowed myself to just completely fall, and I
Mhm.
won't this time. And shit, we just gonna see what the fuck.
Yep.
Look,
Yep.
they email tomorrow. Shit, they email tomorrow and let me know if they cutting the shit off or what the fuck.
Hey,
And I will
hey.
figure it out. Like it's just
And you
kinda
know what?
like,
Never
you
seen the
know?
righteous forsaken to see
Yeah.
back from
Man,
bread.
I-
Okay.
Exactly.
And I've learned that. You know what else? I gotta work on learning how to do that with people. And one of the things that I'm learning is that most situations with people are not gonna change. Like I hate to
Right.
say that,
Yep.
but because change is very hard and
Intentional, yeah.
intentional. And I don't think
Mhm.
people understand how intentional in a lot of spaces.
Mhm.
And so the type of work that I do, the type of person that I am, a lot of people come to me with their ideas of change, growth, whatever. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so having to be invested, I have to learn how to be invested or not, fake be invested almost, when I can see that even though somebody actually believes that they want to change, that they don't.
Yep.
Mm.
And be able to navigate that, because that's frustrating to me, because you're taking my energy and my time and you're not changing. But most people don't change. I hate to say it. I wish they
Yeah.
did.
Not as fast
For
as
me,
we want them.
yeah,
They don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
to do
Yeah.
it.
It
What
has
I-
to be something
Yep.
they have
Yeah.
to
The
decide.
thing is,
Yep.
is that some people, like some people are just capable of giving more to things than others, and so what I realize about certain people, just like you saying, they be wanting to change, but you know how like you on a team with somebody and you just know like this person has all the spirit in the world, like they're necessary to the team, but we know they're only going to be able to give so much, and the stuff that they saying, this person is just not the type of person to give the level of give they need in order to do it. Right now, they're not that person.
Yeah.
And you have to accept that about people and just let them realize that they either have to change or get a different dream that's more attainable for them. You know what I mean? And then sometimes they'll prove you wrong and sometimes they won't. Like, and I hope to be proven wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
But the problem is that they rarely do.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing the work. I know what it requires. And I know that 90% of people are not willing to do this shit.
And it ain't shady.
I hate doing it every day.
Yeah, exactly. It's not shady. I just know the effort behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, even, and I think it's just where I sit. I'm starting to swallow and accept more that I am CEO of 2 different businesses. I am a creator. I'm a developer. I'm a thought leader. Like those that even feels weird.
Yeah, like, and sometimes you're talking to people who don't even think stuff like that is possible.
No, like even in we talked about this in our meeting last week. Like, you know, just trying to prep our Golden Girls leadership team as well, and to becoming thought leaders and understanding that everybody needs to own and take on whatever their assignments are more, because we want to grow. There'll be people under you eventually, you know.
Right.
But I've also had to learn it in spaces, just for me personally, as being a leader of Golden Girls, I get approached a lot about collaboration, about working together, about doing all these different things. And I've had to learn from literally our experiences that
everybody ain't cut.
We can collaborate when you got to bring it to the table though. Like, because I got a whole team that will bring it, and we're going to discuss an event. We will pop an event in your face.
You need to have some skin in the game. If you ain't coming with no skin in the game, I'm not doing it for you.
And it's not
and
even
putting your
personal.
name on it. No.
And I mean, you know, whatever. There are people who I know have taken it personal. And it's not on purpose. You know, it's not meant that way. But I have to protect. I'm responsible for protecting me individually, what's draining me. And that's including my life, my mother, my dad, my husband, my personal life. Then I got to protect Golden Girls. I got to protect my license. You know what I'm saying? That's all these different levels of things that I need to protect. Cheers to life, all of that. And so I do have to see, like, I am a little bit more unaccessible. Like you do need to have some skin in the game. I can't pull you up from the beginning and bring you to where I am.
You can't help everybody.
No. And so I have to be choosy before I even approach y'all. There's sometimes I leave something on red because I just can't do it. It's not something that I can't bring everything we've done into it. So being picky and choosy about that, trying to navigate it, because I'm a people pleaser. I want everybody to like me. So I feel some type of way about putting restraints on things. I always feel some type of way about it, but it's necessary. Like it just is. So I'm, sorry, very long mental health check-in. I'm good. I'm just learning how to be a leader, learning when to follow, learning when to assess myself, learning when to train myself, learning when to grow myself, learning when to be humble and when to be cocky. You know what I mean? Learning when to talk my shit and learning when to sit down and sit and listen. And
that's the hardest part, child. Figuring those wins out. Oh my God.
Yep. And so especially for me, because for the past at least 2 years, almost 3, I've been leader in every space I've had to go into, which is a beautiful thing. I'm tired though. And so just, even that, like having a real conversation with myself, like, okay, how do you want to train? Like what's pouring into you? Finding new mentorship, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I am like sitting on the edge of overwhelmness. Like if I could sit on the cliff of overwhelmness.
And dangle your feet off
and
that
dangle
bitch.
my feet.
I'm picturing it right now.
Of overwhelmness.
While this cloud is behind you, you just like,
I'm just chilling. Okay, that's me.
And listen,
anything can just push me over, but I'm not over.
But and I know what the rhetoric is on the internet and social media and all of that stuff. I do. But in real life, anything that has ever been rewarding for me, anything that has ever been worth it, has pushed me to that limit, to almost the point where it's almost the breaking point. Exactly. But the difference between you and other motherfuckers is that you're willing to go there. You will allow yourself to feel damn near too much in order to get it. And that's what other motherfuckers not willing to do. Exactly. So I know what the rhetoric is: self-care, get your rest, and you got to do that. You got to take care of yourself. Yeah. But at the end of the day, to set yourself apart, you got to be willing to push them buttons and knock them door down and kick,
which you are doing
until the shit is gone. And sometimes you're tired, overwhelmed,
and it's hard.
It's hard. It's part of the journey. It's so part of the journey.
But at the same time, you want the 6-pack, motherfucker. You want the bag. You want it.
Very much so. I agree.
How bad do you want it?
Period. So I understand. You know, I feel it. Get your rest. You know what I'm saying? Because we need you, and you got to sustain. But at the end of the day, go to them places, like, you know what I'm saying, and then your supporter have your back. You know,
always.
If it's too much, we got your back. But like,
I appreciate that.
Push. You feel me?
That.
Yeah. So for me, mental health check-in.
Mrs. Howard, how are you? Mrs. Howard, okay? Put some respect.
Can you just say your name for us really quick?
Please.
Reintroduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Maisha Howard.
Mrs.
Maisha Howard. Or
Mrs.
Or Dr. M.A. Howard.
Okay.
Or Maisha A. Howard Esquire. However you want to do it.
Listen, or Mrs. Jerron Howard.
Or Mrs. Jerron Howard.
Okay.
You
say Howard in this bitch. Okay. The options are endless.
Yes. So don't get it twisted. It's a really great feeling. Like, of course, I'm having all the wedding glow. Me and my new husband, we just enjoying being married, getting settled into the fact that I got to introduce myself different now, that he's a husband now. He walk around, he's standing up a little taller. You feel me?
Like, that's my old lady and shit. My old lady at home.
Niggas don't care about their old lady, all right? I'm an old lady. It ain't just an engagement ring. I got a band on that bitch.
Come on.
You feel me? Yes. So there's that. But like on a deeper level, like anybody who knows me knows that Jay is literally like, I not knowing at the time, I manifested that man. Like from his head to his toes, what he do for work, like what type of character he has. Like, this is what I was asking God for. At the time, I didn't know that I was manifesting, but that's exactly what I got. Amazing. And there were a bunch of lessons about letting other shit go and being willing to do that in order to receive the blessings that are waiting for you. You got to make room. But also, like, this whole experience from not only him to being engaged to having to plan my own wedding, and like that being going from a vision in my mind to like an actual event that really happened. Believing in myself, trusting in my own intuition, trusting in my choices, that God would lead me to whoever needed to be in my space to push me forward. All of that stuff just really showed me how powerful I truly am.
Yes.
What I deserve, not being afraid to say it and speak it and really believe in it and move as if I know that it's coming. And so with that and being able to just look back and realize, like, a lot of things in my life have been like that, just seeds that I've planted that are now, you know, growing into fruit. Some of them are ripe for picking. Some of them aren't quite so yet, but it's coming. It's just, I'm just really in a place where it's like, damn, like you legit can create, and you legit are the master of the things that's going on, as long as you're willing to let go of some shit, compromise on some shit, fight through some shit, all of those things, and like say what you want and stand on it, because that's the hardest part. We all can say, oh, I want to be this, and oh, you know, I want to have a nonprofit, or I want to be on a podcast, or I want to do all of these things, but like standing on it and telling people that that's what you do and that's who you are, and this is what I'm going to do and who I'm going to be. And like saying it with your chest and not letting your voice crack when you say it, like that shit is hard.
Yeah.
But if you do it and you work towards that shit every day, it's very possible. And so the marriage is one thing. Like, I'm very excited. I had a great time on my honeymoon. My wedding turned out better than I could have ever expected.
Awesome.
Do it feel different? Do it feel different?
So me and Jay was already like
y'all still fresh.
Yeah, like we was already living together and everything. And me and Jay, November 3rd is actually the day we became a couple. So like,
so you get 2 honeymoons.
Yeah. So total.
I celebrate them both. I'm getting all the
they
gifts.
on the same day. They on the same day.
I'm getting the dating anniversary, the marriage anniversary, the anniversary of our first
sex anniversary, everything.
Yes. So now you get
I'm gonna make
3
a gift,
married
okay?
women, so I'm next.
Listen,
You gotta be who you want to be around.
I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm from around the way. The first date, the first sex, all that is the same motherfucking day. So,
it don't matter. It just all you gotta do is act like you remember.
It
don't matter if you remember or not. It don't
I'm
matter.
not about to sit here and play a game with you, okay?
We sat there for 30 minutes and argued on our dating anniversary. That date is made up. I don't know when that date actually is. We just said June 11th. We kept arguing, and then 30 minutes into it, we both realized that the other person didn't know what the fuck the date was. And we was like,
so y'all was just lying.
Y'all gotta go back to your text
niggas
messages.
is just lying.
I'm too far in. I'm sticking with it. I don't know what date I said, but that was the date.
Let me tell you, I ain't gonna make it hard for you, baby, because the first date and the first time we smashed is the same day. If you thought y'all was gonna put all that chocolate in front of me and I wasn't gonna lick it, crazy.
So you get 2. You celebrate all the anniversaries.
I was Eve with the fruit pool, okay? I know. Damn, I could use a snack. You feel me?
You got 2 anniversaries. Celebrate everything.
Listen, but no, like I was saying though, November 3rd. We just got married this past November 3rd, but that's like 3 years of us being together total. So, we met. I mean, we're still young, but I guess as far as couples go, that's not that young.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just kind of, on track from there. So we've been living together for a while. So that part doesn't feel new. Everything is operating the same there. I will say though, after we got married, I could feel things deepen. I could feel us get closer.
So good.
I could feel that relationship get stronger. We talked about, things in a different way where it was just like more open and on a different level. And so that did feel different. That does feel different.
What about the people around you?
Ooh.
Because I don't know. It's something where the people around you even start to act different.
It's too early. She just got back from honeymoon yesterday.
Yeah, because I can speak on how it was kind of weird being engaged. I could see the people be affected by it.
It was
in a weird
different.
Way.
It was even different then.
Yeah, but now everybody waiting on me to have a baby and shit.
Oh, the
you come back, y'all had the baby yet?
You
pregnant now. So you pregnant now,
right? Honeymoon pregnant. First of all, I am 30 years old. I'm too old to be getting pregnant by mistake.
So when y'all gonna have that baby? Every time you walk up on somebody,
have a baby or trying not to have a baby. Like I'm grown as hell.
I understand that.
When you gonna have that baby? Every time.
Yeah, listen. I know you having a baby coming. Listen, let me tell y'all something.
Enjoy being married first.
I just married two kids. I just married two kids.
I did that. And even Des and 50, y'all enjoy the marriage without the children.
We just celebrated 5 years, baby, and there ain't no child around.
Without the children.
And I don't know when they're coming. God is gonna have to catch me. We running. God is running behind
me. And mind you, y'all already got the 2.
That's what I'm saying. So what we rushing for?
Y'all already got the 2. Enjoy the marriage how it is in the setting that it is.
Yeah, Deanna said, "Congratulations, Mrs. Howard."
Thank you, Deanna. So fun fact. So Deanna is Dez's homegirl and like a dog ass golden girl, right?
Period.
And so she's been helping. Like she's helped Golden Girls. She has commented, subscribed, showed up. Like Deanna
one
is
of
that
the
deal,
when
right?
you say
from Memphis. So let's be clear. We talking about show up to Golden Girls events from Memphis.
It's the commitment then the support.
But fun fact, okay. So I found out what was this in June
when she came here for the kickball game.
When she came here for the kickball game. That Deanna is actually my stepkids' older cousin.
Wow.
On their mom's side.
Yep.
Yeah, crazy.
Like we went over her house and she was like, "Oh, hey, Kennedy and Candace." Like, the kids not like
Listen, they knew her. They like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
wait.
She FaceTime my mama and everything. Her mama
Yeah.
like, what you doing with Kennedy and Candace? Like, it was a whole
Crazy. Small world. But anyway, so I'm living in marital bliss. The honeymoon was amazing. We had a great time. But like I said, it's just really letting me know that I have more power than I give myself credit for, and that I need to just lean into it and take ownership of it, so that I can use it to get me far. If it's gotten me this far, it can get me further with more intention, conviction, belief. It can only get stronger. So that's where I'm at with it. Yeah. So I'm happy.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
what
came
we
back
want.
a married woman,
We want
which
that.
is crazy to me.
I can see the
because
glow. The
I was
marital
such a
glow.
hoochie and a heathen. Who
Turn a hoe
thought?
into a housewife real quick. Shout out to Jay.
No.
Put in the work. All right.
Listen.
Shout out to turning the hoe into a
Listen.
housewife.
Yes.
I had to learn.
They said it couldn't be done.
I had to learn. I had to get some experience on my resume to drop that thing the way I dropped that thing.
Okay. It all works together.
Yeah, like come on now. You know. So yeah, it's been great. So
See, that shut them shots kicking in.
right.
Come on,
So,
home to a house.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and slide this thing over to DJ, who's gonna talk to us about the golden things. Golden things.
Oh, hey y'all. I feel like I'm giving the church announcement.
Yeah,
exactly what it is.
exactly.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
how y'all doing
It
tonight.
All right. I'm
And
happy to be here.
while you give the announcement,
Thank you, Pastor Des.
while you give the announcement, Sister Wilson,
You know,
I'm a pour communion.
what's going on? So the golden
Is
things.
this on camera? Look like God can't see us right now.
Right. All right. Church say amen.
Amen.
All right. So the golden things are all of the
Amen.
things that we have coming up, ways you can reach us, all of
I'm
that.
tired of you and
All
this
of the good stuff.
motherfucking corner of juice.
So the golden things, number one, as you can see, right, we got the live shows. Live shows are available on YouTube. So subscribe to our YouTube page, Golden Girls Group, and you can see all of the bloopers and foolishness and bullshit.
We gonna party
That we
and
do.
bullshit and party and bullshit. Hey.
This is what you get when you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So you get to see all of the back, the foolishness that we do.
And y'all know I'm a mess. Like you don't want to
As
listen to
always.
bullshit. I be saying it just come out like that.
As always, make sure you subscribe to our Facebook. We on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You can catch everything, our upcoming events. We have our private Facebook group. That's where all of the bullshit go down. That's where all of the real shit goes down.
Mhm.
Right?
Yep. And then
Mhm.
tell them about our website.
So you can find us at goldengirlsgroup.org.
Okay.
So we have all of our you can get merch. All of our merch is on there. You can get all the
Y'all see this nice hoodie I got on?
looking
This
good.
us,
Looking
this
good.
us.
Actually, y'all got on the same hoodie.
Yeah,
Not y'all
yeah.
planned it.
Listen,
Not y'all planned
we
it.
did.
We noticed that earlier. We said,
we was like,
Not y'all planning. Y'all can get merch. Y'all can look at the podcast episodes on there. Make sure y'all mind you, in the Facebook group. Hold on. In the Facebook group.
mm-hmm,
So we do our lives, right? Each one of us get to know the Golden Girls in a private Facebook group, right?
Yep.
We all have lives where you can get to know each one of us up close and in person.
yeah.
Okay. And then what else we got? Oh, so this is the good one. Gotta save the date coming up.
Save the day. Save the day. Save the day. Shot o'clock.
So we got the Go Link. So January 28th, we got the Go Link Summit coming up.
Come
We got
on,
the Go
Go
Link
Link
Summit
Summit.
coming up. Okay. We are going to empower all Black women in this conference. It's going to be good. We're going to have panels, guest speakers. We got Messy Missy gonna be, messy in the hallways. You have your favorite plus size model.
You know
up in
it.
that
We
thing.
plugs. We know
You know.
people around the city. Yeah, we know your favorite
We
plus
know
size model.
people. We know people. The details are going to drop soon, but save the date. January 28th is the Gold Link Summit.
January
Yes,
28th.
okay.
I hope y'all
My
ready.
J. Cole fans, you know that
We
date.
sum-
January
now we-
28th.
I'm excited. I'm
We
nervous.
summoning
I'm nervous.
all the Golden Girls, okay?
Come on out.
Because see, the thing is, everybody love to be like, "Oh, I want to be a Golden Girl."
We
Like,
want to hang with y'all.
but y'all, we want to hang with the Golden Girls. Y'all are Golden Girls. You just gotta
Everybody is a
come
Golden
now.
Girl.
If you pull
Everybody
up,
is a Golden Girl.
If
Pull
you
up.
pull up, we can golden all day.
Get
Okay,
you a hoodie and it's really official. We keep telling you
that's
how
all
to
you
do it.
need.
Y'all
That's all you need, baby. Is a little bit of
subscribe.
merch.
Listen, participate and pay.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
We looking for friends. We looking for people to hang with. We literally, what happened is that we're just gonna create our own spaces. So y'all just gotta participate.
Come and hang with us. Come and hang with us. Each month we have our monthly link ups. We have the golden link ups every month.
Yep.
Make sure y'all come and hang with us and get to know us, because all of us and y'all are golden girls. Know that we are not the only golden girls.
Yes.
Because if it wasn't for y'all,
there would
we wouldn't be here.
The golden girls wouldn't be here.
Come on, Bow Wow.
Everybody is a golden girl.
If it wasn't for y'all, there would be no. Period.
And so on the 28th, on January 28th, we summoning all the golden girls. Okay. We working on some personal development. We're working on being better us. Y'all know January, new rules, new resolutions, all of that. And we all know we make all this list of resolutions and they be gone by February 10th. And so the plan is that we really gonna put ourselves to work. We're gonna challenge each other. We're gonna get a network where we grow. We gonna get these goals together, and we're gonna start in January, and we're gonna get through the year. We are definitely gonna make it together.
Linked up.
The summit linked up. Okay, we linked up all year. So the summit is just the beginning.
Linked
up. Who gonna make us a linked up?
It's 9 o'clock. I tried to whisper it to y'all, but
we heard you. We ignored you.
I took mine.
Oh wait, I didn't
She
get
took
mine.
hers.
Okay, so that was the goal.
You took yours?
Yeah, that was the golden things brought to you by DJ.
You think you just gonna leave us?
Thank you.
Look at her
Thank you for having me.
Look at her trying to do her homework early. Listen,
I did my homework early.
Chauntice, we got you over here co-hosting. I don't know who told you was coming here to babysit, but we
I had a shot and I got a drink.
You've been waiting like
That's
that
not
little
our problem.
juice. That little.
I was told I
juice.
should.
You can pass my cup
sip,
down
because I usually drink my drinks fast. So I was trying to.
Well,
sip.
drink it fast.
Make sure you drink your water. Drink some water.
Oh, see, that's the thing. See, okay, my methods ain't gonna work here.
Yeah, like hydrate. Yep.
Make sure you hydrate.
Yeah. So, y'all, while we freshen up on drinks, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it because I poured mine, so I'm gonna wait for the rest of them to do them.
We about to get into the Golden Bowl.
We about to get into the Golden Bowl.
Here we go. Missy is about to.
All right, so boom,
in.
y'all know this is my favorite part of the show. It's called Golden Bowl, and each show we give topics and we talk about whether it's gold good or bold bad. So this month, as we told you, we're focusing on financial literacy. If you anything like me, you got financial, but the literacy a little. All right, so boom. I be running up a check, so I had to get the questions together and ask because I be fucking up. I be spending too much. I'm supposed to be saving. I don't be doing it, and so
we.
All right, cool. I'm not alone.
You are not alone. It is we.
That's what I was about to say. I thought this was a safe space. Y'all making it like y'all got it together.
It's a we. We be fucking.
Okay, all right. So
Jacquees.
But no, for real. So Chauntice, it's some Golden Bowls here. Okay. And y'all, I ain't gonna cap. I usually write these, but Chauntice came through today.
She came through.
First of all, sis showed up on time, gave us our questions, and we gonna ask.
Exactly.
All right. But she know what I needed to know because
get us together.
Clearly, I'm a basic broke bitch. I got the same problems as everybody else. So she told me what I needed to ask. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start off where I think we all need to go because I like to skip around a little bit. All right. Y'all got y'all shots?
I just took it. My shot already in my belly.
Took it.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna leave me just because I'm doing my little segment?
All right, well, you go. So we
I
can.
Thought y'all took it.
I mean, you told me not to babysit.
As
As soon as you put it in my cup, I drunk it.
Take your shot, baby. Take your shot.
I took mine. All right.
Come on.
All right.
Coming at me.
Come on, y'all.
All right. So boom, Chauntice. I just got married, so I'm gonna just keep it a book. Golden Bowl. Do I need separate bank accounts? Separate bank accounts. Golden Bowl.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, and tell me the truth.
Why Chauntice? Because she the one.
Here's the thing. So Chauntice is the professional.
Let her go. Not first.
Yeah, you gonna say it, and then she gonna tell us that we ran that
There's no wrong answers
I'm not
here.
a professional.
Except you got the right ones.
I don't say it is a wrong answer. The broke answer is the wrong answer. So give me the rich bitch.
Bold. Okay. Broke is bold. Okay.
So wait. What's the?
Okay.
Read the question.
Separate bank accounts.
Go.
In a marriage.
Go.
Separate bank. Okay.
Go. Right. So I think that you need, I'm going to have my money you have your money, and we can still have a joint account, but like for bills, right? So however much we're gonna put in, right? Because we are both working, right? So we're gonna both put in however much, and then the bills will get paid off of that one account. But that account is for the household.
Okay.
And then you have your separate shit, right? I don't like mushing. People don't like to be like, oh, well, if you try to prepare for divorce or whatever, like you looking for something to go wrong, but it's not really it. You just never know what's gonna happen. So you need your own separate shit.
I mean, just to
what
be
if
real,
I want
though,
to buy him something secretly?
I mean, and I'm gonna be honest.
know.
I'm gonna be honest. Keeping it in a separate account ain't gonna keep it from being marital property anyway. But
his
Exactly.
is mine.
So
Mine
you
is
can
mine
have
and his is mine.
Yeah, I mean, you can have. Of course, you can have a separate
I don't give a
account,
shit.
and you know, and like y'all can operate like that because, of course, the shit you want to buy on your own, shit he wants to buy on his own. And I'm gonna say go for the separate accounts. I just want it to be known, like from a legal perspective, you can have it in a separate account all you want to. If it was earned during the course of the marriage, it is marital property.
Okay.
But you can have it separated if you like. But I'm just letting you know that is not something like a prenup that's gonna keep you safe or a safeguard for divorce. That shit ain't gonna matter. But for the sake of like,
I don't want to call him because I need
exactly, or you'll be
tampons.
arguing about the
Right.
bag. I wanted to buy these shoes or whatever type shit is cool. Like for the piece of the household, absolutely. I think it's gold, but don't think you're doing some shit because you got a separate account that ain't doing shit. But I'm gonna say go. I think it's gold for the separate accounts just because I be wanting to buy shit. You don't need to see that I spent $200 on this full set. Just enjoy the nails, nigga.
Okay, because let me speak on that. Because when my
The
nails
bangles
ain't
was
done
$400, but mind you, business, baby.
Because Des be getting them Jezebel nails.
every time.
Jezebel
every
nails.
2 weeks.
I are not Jezebel
And listen,
nails.
and
Okay.
what's gonna happen is Freddie Krueger-
Get them.
Nobody out here has
Jezebel
nails.
nails.
She do not fucking play.
And it's always a little Freddy Krueger Franker too.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger Franker. Every
Yeah,
time.
period. She don't play
Now
that
listen,
shit.
every time, okay?
She ain't
And
coming
it-
with no stubbies, bitch.
I get them
because-
grandma hospital nails. She get.
Yeah, she be the ones
I
at the
get
nail
them
shop in
grandma.
the way.
I wish y'all could
In
zoom
the
in on
way.
these bitches.
When
These
I
are
With
was
my
greater nails.
manicure. With my manicure.
Y'all know
Yeah.
it's going in sequence. You got
Okay.
yours, you got mine, then go hers, then it get longer. It just get
Because-
longer as you go.
These heifers at the
These
nail
is too
shop
long.
that's in the way.
These is too long.
Y'all know I'm coming and we finna be creative. You know, this is a whole art studio today when I come.
Okay.
I gotta wait for them to get done with they overlays.
Yep.
You ain't gotta wait for me.
Massage my
You ain't gotta
cuticles
wait
and
for me
give
to
my
do shit because I
shellac.
ain't
No.
going. Look at my nails. I'm
Give-
not even at the motherfucking nail
Give
shop.
me my
In the way.
shellac. That's what I want.
I just want a manicure. You could have did that at home.
I want a manicure.
Listen,
Yeah.
but anyway,
I'm
I'm just do a
Barbara and I'm in the
pedicure.
way.
I'm gonna get my toes.
I'm in the way.
Exactly.
you are one of them people in the way. You got the best nail tech in the shop doing your pedicure.
I
That could have been doing the
I ain't
pedicure.
gotta do shit. That's who they sat the fuck over here. You could have
Exactly.
gave me. You could have gave
Exactly.
me.
If you wanted her, you
I
could ask
know.
You
for
could
her.
have
I
gave me
do.
little dude
Listen,
who just
Yep.
learned how to polish. Just
Let me
make
tell
sure
you
you
how
rub these
ignorant I am.
motherfucking feet.
I don't even
Exactly.
stop.
Scrub that stuff off on the
I don't
side.
even stop at
Okay?
the front.
You just sit at the table.
I go to his spot and see if there's somebody there. I sit at the one next to it. I don't even stop at the front.
I don't know if these bitches sitting by the window like, where the fuck is she? Got no
I'm going to sit the fuck down.
I know not to ask no questions.
And listen, this what
because
he
I
do.
know what I'm here for. I know what you here for, and
And
I
I'm
don't,
going to sit
I don't
down.
need to
And they
know
be
why you
mad,
going up
then
there. I
they
know
be
why she
mad
went
as
up there to
hell.
go sit down.
Listen,
I'm gonna mind
Nope.
my business.
You know,
and
hey,
wait for me
listen,
to get
shout
my
out to
little
Kevin.
shellac.
Shout out to Kevin. Kevin is my friend on Facebook. He be in all my business. Shout out to
See?
Kevin. That's my nail
y'all,
tech.
I got
Listen.
married. I got married not that long ago, and I had some Jezebel nails on.
Yeah, they
and
was cute too.
listen,
I don't know what
my
happened to
nail
them.
blade, my nail beds is split and cut up and bit up because I got anxiety and I be braiding hair and all kind of shit. So she ain't talking about me.
Oh,
She ain't
y'all
talking about
be in
me.
the way.
She
But
ain't talking about me.
But
She's
this is what I
talking
do.
about me.
Let me tell y'all. So I
She's
go sit at
talking
the
about
chair.
me.
I sit at the chair next to whoever he doing.
Mhm.
And right before he do her shellac or something, he be like, "You getting a pedicure?" Yep. and so he'll set up my pedicure before he finish her and put
So
me
you
in a
can be over there
chair.
soaking.
And so I can cut everybody else because I'm not about to wait here by 17. No. What else I also do is I be the first one at the nail shop. I get there before the owner.
Listen, and
I
on
be
top of
sitting
that,
in the
now I
empty
will
parking
tell you
lot.
what the nail techs will do. Because when I was
Too
single,
much.
I had a whole different take on this. My nails was always done because you know the game. You got to play the game. All right. And
No.
The shit.
School me on the game. What's the game?
I just kept my nails
nails
done, hair done. Well, my hair already be done
Because you can do your hair.
Yeah, but
see, she got the
thing
cheat code.
Yeah, the thing is about my nails though. I was keeping them done when I was single, just because I was dating and all that shit. But
so I need to get my nails done. Okay.
No,
girl, no.
Because
you know what? My husband so that's what I was gonna say. Elijah comments on my nails all the time when they ain't done. Or if one broke, go get your nails done. If he had any idea how much money I was spending,
he'd be like,
he would not feel that way. But he do be on it. You need your nails done. You
Jay,
need to get
listen.
your nails done. Why your nails
Jay
done?
don't be
so
paying
used
my
to
nails
it.
no attention.
it look ugly
he
if
support
they
the
ain't
grind.
done
He
nothing.
raised
I'm
his
used
hand.
to him getting
As
done.
soon as he inquired about my nails, I knew the nigga was about to propose. Go get my nails done.
Oh no, see,
because he don't care about your nails.
He
No,
does not care.
Elijah didn't even ask. I just happened to have them done.
Period.
Your nails has always been done ever since I've known you. Okay,
Because you just gotta live like that.
And they clack. Don't get it twisted. But
I ain't gonna hold you up.
All right,
When he
so
proposed, I
Chauntice,
had good shellac on.
Give us the answer. The separate bank accounts.
Gold
I need
or
to know.
gold?
Gold or gold?
I'm gonna say gold.
Okay.
I agree with DJ
I knew
because you
I
can
knew
have it's just easier to account for, even if it is like, okay, one of the spouses is working and one of them isn't. It's just easier to account for. And then if you got your commingled account, then that's
See?
okay.
Yep.
Your joint account, that's cool. Y'all do whatever y'all want to do with that, but it's just easier for each person to practice their discipline.
Yep.
But it's like each person, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer because for each couple is different.
Okay.
So, but yeah, there's no right or wrong answer for that one.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to the next one.
And then I'm married. I'm gonna go in the bank and take it anyway.
I'm gonna take it regardless.
Okay, so
What's yours is mine and what's mine is mine.
Here's my ID.
Not with y'all
Give me
arguing
my
over
man's
50
money.
users. Y'all whole DoorDash debacle.
It ain't gonna be no money in our accounts because of DoorDash. This shit, I don't even.
Grubhub got a thing. I'm always figuring out ways to save money. Grubhub, if you got Amazon, it don't cost any money for 12 months.
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, I'm always looking for a deal.
Not that's in my notes.
Give me the liquor.
Grubhub.
Give me the liquor. Jay, we about to be eating for a year. We not going to pick up shit.
Exactly.
Look, now this is proof.
It's on Grubhub.
Cassandra is my sister.
If you have
in love.
Amazon, you would get Grubhub for free for 12 months.
This is my husband's sister. Well, she's my sister now. He can't really have her anymore. But before he met me, she was his sister.
She's our sister.
Nope.
Hey, Cassandra, that's my cousin. Hey,
She don't really belong to
Cassandra,
him
girl.
anymore. But
Listen
anyway,
here.
even she's saying separate bank accounts, keep it away from her brother. I agree.
Keep it
it
away.
away
Separate. You
from her
still
brother.
have people be like, oh, my man and we this and we at the hip and we. You have to be separate.
Nope.
You have to be separate, like financially, but overall too. You separate yourself.
And I think we're in a different time. Like at a time, it probably made sense to not have a separate account because
you need
the norm. Yeah, and the norm was for the husband to be like the provider and the moneymaker, so you necessarily didn't need a separate account. But now and then also,
women couldn't even get them.
Right,
they couldn't even get them.
But also, let's keep this a book too. When you're an entrepreneur, whether you're male or female in the marriage, you want to have a separate account as well because you're also going to be investing your own money to do certain things. And so you need to be able to do that without being micromanaged. Like, of course, you want to be honest about the amount of money you spending or whatever. You don't want to keep secrets. But at the same time, it needs to be separate and you need to know the bills are paid. You know what I mean? So that other person doesn't feel too much if you make a bad investment or if you spend money on equipment or whatever the minutia of the business is. So,
but that's why you have a business account.
Okay,
too.
because let me tell y'all, every piece of equipment in here, he don't know because if he do, y'all, if he knew,
so
we would not be here.
All right, so this is one that I want to talk about too. And this ain't necessarily my situation, but I think it's very important. And this is about beneficiaries. Okay, so single people who have children with another person. Do you think it makes sense? because I have a different perspective on this one. Do you think it makes sense to add your baby mama or your baby daddy as a beneficiary on finances or assets if you are not married?
So what exactly do you
Bowl.
mean beneficiary? Like they can go into my bank account?
If you die, the money will go directly
They
to
get
that
a certain
person.
percentage,
or all of it.
Can I make the kid a beneficiary?
You
can,
can,
even if
they
but it's so
under
many
18?
things you have to go
you
through.
can. You can, and even if they under 18. Okay, so a minor cannot receive like a large lump sum of money.
Yeah.
So what you would do is set up a trust, either a testamentary trust through a will or a living trust for a minor child. And what happens is you can designate for the money to be dispersed to them in certain amounts at certain ages or percentages, however you designate.
Or have a trustee.
Yep, or in a trustee, you would need a person that you trust in order to distribute it to them, and they will have to keep proper records.
Damn, that's my solution.
Yeah, so you can have a child as a beneficiary. However, if you pass and your child and you have an estate for your child, now mind you, your other, assuming that both of you are capable, the other parent is going to be the guardian of that child. So even if you name the child as a beneficiary with a completely separate trustee, now you have a person who has to work with the guardian of that child, which is your baby daddy or your baby mama, to provide for them. And also it can get real messy and real sticky.
And probate.
In probate. And so this is a good one. I'm going to say bold. I do not think that it's a good idea to add your baby mama or your baby daddy as a beneficiary. It could get sticky. However, assets are something that people work their entire lives for, and the names on those assets matter. And whoever you name will not be legally required to share with anyone that you have not named. So I'm gonna say it's bold, just because, like I said, it's if you die, they don't have to share, and you have no say so over what they do with that money. And there's no formal commitment between the two of you to state why or what reason they would have to do right by that money. And so I just don't think it's a good idea from a legal perspective. There are exceptions to every rule. You and your baby mama cool. Y'all always been cool. It's amicable. You know what I mean? Or your baby mama is somebody who's super responsible. You know what I mean? Or whatever. There are exceptions to every rule. But as a general rule, I would say no. If you wouldn't marry that person, you probably shouldn't add them as a beneficiary on what you worked on for your whole life.
But maybe I planned to, and I just died before I got there.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, there's exceptions to every rule.
Yeah.
But,
I'm going to just go to the professional because I don't...
I say gold. I mean,
I'm thinking of the drama. Anytime you mention baby daddy, baby mama, like I'm just thinking of the drama.
I think we just assume that it's gonna be drama.
Yeah, I just assume that it's gonna be drama. I don't know the answer. I just automatically go to drama. So no, but I'm thinking it's gonna be drama.
Yeah, I say it's gold only because
funerals bring out the worst in people. I don't know what. I don't know.
I agree, but if I plan on giving my money to my child and they under 18, it's gonna end up in their parents' pocket anyway. Like,
can it be the parents or the grandparents? Like,
but I mean, I guess. So the thing is, this gold or bold didn't have a description of whether or not we trust
the situation was.
Yeah. And so I feel like we all are just, to be honest, we all are judging by the title baby mama,
That's
baby
why
daddy.
baby daddy.
Yeah, and like I said, for me, like I said, from a legal perspective,
y'all got
the only
knowledge.
reason I say that is just because this is somebody, and this is just by definition of the name. This is somebody that you have not married.
Exactly.
And so once you name them as a beneficiary on an asset, that becomes a part of their estate. And whoever they dealing with, or whoever they've named as beneficiaries on their stuff, or whoever they're willing their estate to, if your stuff is a part of their estate, your stuff is going to whoever they deem necessary. And that could be they new husband. That could be your child splitting it with that person's husband.
I get it.
So that's the only reason I said that. But
yeah, I get it. I'm just a believer that communication is real and people can figure it out. But
Mhm.
if I plan on giving it, to my kid or whatever, or like my mom is not available or something like that, like, I mean, I don't have any kids because I don't have kids with people I don't trust. So,
Period.
I got. I didn't know what you. I'm.
It's so tricky.
Yeah.
My answer could be either or, and it can go both ways.
Mhm.
You can't say that
But
though.
I know
That's
I
not
can't
really
say
how it
that.
works.
Exactly right.
You gotta go to
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it this way then, because most of the favorites this way. So I'm gonna say, and it's not just me speaking as a financial coach or whatever. This is just me, period. So I'm gonna say, unfortunately, bold, right? The reason why I'm gonna say bold is because they don't have to be your sole beneficiary.
Right.
So let's say if we know we're not going to be married, they can have maybe 10% of it or whatever percent that you deem necessary, because at the end of the day, that is the person that's going to be taking care of your child unless you set it up differently.
Yeah.
We don't know what the scenario is or whatever, but if that person have custodial rights, who is it going to go to? Who is the child going to go to? Right. So you need to make sure they have the funds necessary to take care of your child. So that's why I'm gonna say that is goal, because you want to make sure that they have the funds necessary for your kids. And then, like I said before, you can have it different percentages. So if grandma is going to, which is your mom or your father, whoever that person is, that's going to, whoever takes care of your children or your estate, right? Those are the people who should have the majority of your assets.
And real quick, fun fact. So, yes, that person will be the guardian of your child, assuming that there's no other order stating otherwise. But you can name a trustee. And this is the interesting thing about the trustee. The trustee will be able to provide for the child and the child's needs with the proper documentation before they reach the age of majority. So that means like, okay, I have the estate, I have the trust releasing to the child at 25. But at 18, they're going to college, they need a car, and then we need to make this initial college payment. With the proper paperwork, even if this is a situation where you don't want your baby mama or baby daddy getting at the estate, you can use someone else, your sister, your mother, your stepfather, whoever, and they will just be responsible for saying, here's the paperwork, this is the amount they need. They get the money out, make the payment directly to whatever it's for, provide the documentation for that without it necessarily having to go through that filter of baby mama or baby daddy. So there are ways around it.
Yeah.
It's not the most convenient, but there are options for whatever the situation. So
I would
even
just
though we
do-
all we all have our opinions about goat or boat, I just want to encourage everybody, like every situation, there is some type of solution to accommodate you. So whatever your situation is, just think about it and consult with an estate planning attorney who can tell you what to do, or a financial advisor who can give you some options.
Absolutely. I would just do the trust. Like I would do the trustee thing because it requires documentation and space.
Yeah, exactly.
If you really don't trust that person,
I would just make them a trustee. Like you can make it a kid and make them a trustee.
And you can make your you can make your baby mama or baby daddy the trustee as well.
That's what I'm saying. I would
so
make
they can
them
use it, but have the documentation.
Yeah, I would leave it to the child, but then make the baby daddy a trustee.
Yeah,
which Cassandra said it makes sense, but she split beneficiaries, which was a thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the beauty of it. You can change it.
That you can split it.
Yeah.
Cause then I split it, I'll give you a percentage and then my mama got the rest, or my, my whoever. It's
and
I
leave a couple dollars off the strength, my dog.
Yeah, I don't want,
we had our issues, but I guess you alright.
Yeah, you're alright.
You my baby daddy or whatever.
I believe that it ain't a negative situation.
No,
I believe it's always a negative.
I
mean, we ain't get married, it's baby mom, baby daddy, right? That's why I don't know.
Yeah.
So
for
me, I think I actually changed my answer when I was explaining.
I think I know what you meant. I know what you meant. She meant goal. She meant goal, saying that I think you can do this, and I know what you meant. And I do think there are situations where there are where it could be goal.
It could work, but it's just not.
I want to skip to one of the topics that I really want to talk about it, because I feel like these GoFundMes have our community in the choke.
Go ahead. Because I was literally about to go to the next. Go ahead, BJ. Go ahead.
So the purpose of life insurance is to pay for the burial.
Mm.
And I feel like every time somebody passes, we see somebody's cousin, auntie, something, so on and so forth. It is a GoFundMe to help pay for the funeral, pay for this, pay for that. And it's, why don't we invest in life insurance? Right?
Wait. So is the goal to bold?
The statement, life insurance is
The purpose of life insurance is to pay for a burial.
And I think that is,
okay.
I think it's gold.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to go gold. Mind you, I am not the professional. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
However, I see a lot of people, because you cannot pay to bury your relative. I want to be cremated, right? I don't want the, you know, even my mama said it. My mama wants to be cremated. She don't want the whole expensive ass funeral, burial, that whole thing.
I
But
know
when
y'all better give
you
me
want a full
horse and carriage.
Everybody better be in that bitch and all gold.
Right.
Y'all already know.
It don't take much.
And you might be able to put in a little pink.
You know.
But I need a white horse,
you know,
with a carriage looking like Cinderella.
We need doves, flowers.
It's fine.
You know, Des don't play. She want her motherfucking funeral looking just like everyone else.
But I see,
we doing a live show at that bitch.
Period. Shake that ain't.
Okay.
Okay.
To the mic. You miss my girl.
It's gonna be a celebration, not a memorial.
Period.
But it's
I don't
always
care. But my
a
bad.
group
Let me
me,
get out of
right?
here.
It's always a I'm raising money or
Yeah.
help send this person money for this,
Unfortunately.
help send this person money for that.
Oh.
But we don't, and not that it, you know, I don't know, you know, some people's jobs might not have, you know, life insurance
Those
that
benefits.
comes with it. And I know you can get outside insurance, which I've always heard that you know, your job offers life insurance, but you should also get an outside
Always.
policy
Always.
outside of that.
Yeah.
So I'm going with gold, but I like the GoFundMe's, you know, we have to plan ahead for that. And I hate that the GoFundMe's and the family is struggling just to have a proper burial, and that brings it, you know, then here come the drama, everybody fighting and who's gonna pay for this and who's gonna pay for that.
Cassandra said, I believe you can love someone and know they don't know how to handle money. That's true. That's absolutely true. And I can go on for a long time because this ain't Missy talking to y'all. This is Dr. M.A. Howard talking to
and
y'all.
that ain't new. It's a generational thing. So know who you get married.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Know the family you're getting married into.
And it's not even about that, because it's one thing, things that you want to deal with when you're living, and it's another thing that the things that you want to dump on your loved ones once you die. Those are two completely different things that you want to think about. So for me, when it says the purpose of life insurance is to pay for burial, that statement alone, I'm gonna say is gold. It is gold because you do want to have money tucked away for burial, regardless of however you want to go out, whether that's cremation or whether that's a funeral. Everything costs money. Nothing is free. So that's a true statement. However, it's a very shallow statement. Life insurance is also a great tool to build generational wealth. Reason being because, especially if you catch it while you're young, you can get a policy that's not that much. And in the event that something happens to you, you've left a nice amount of money for them to take care of you, round up your final affairs, and also be able to live or buy a house or do multiple things with that money. There are different types of life insurance: term life, whole life. Most policies provided by your employer are usually related to on-the-job situations a lot of the time. So it only matters if you die while you're working for them or if you get hurt or die because you're doing the duties associated with your job. That's usually consistent with like construction workers and stuff like that. So yes, you wanted to be able to pay for burial, but life insurance is a great tool to start building generational wealth. Even if you don't make a lot of money while you're living and all of that, you can get a policy while you're young, pay on it every month, and it's cheaper than probably any bill that you have. Like, I don't have the biggest policy ever. I think mine is like $25,000. It's a whole life though. $25,000. I think I paid $30 a month. And so it's something very easy. And even though that's not a big amount of money, that can take care of my expenses. And then that's like 10 or 15,000 left to buy a house, down payment on something. So
it's
gold.
I don't know nothing
Well, wait,
about it,
Chauntice,
though,
what do you
right?
think?
Okay. So I don't know if today I'm a comment on the term versus whole.
Okay.
But as far as the gold or bold with the statement, I'm gonna say bold. Because like she said, that's not the purpose of it. I mean, you have like that's not the sole purpose. Initially, the purpose of it is to build, like how she said, generational wealth, right? Generational income, right? So the purpose of it is to provide income protection. So if you are, let's say you do have a family, whether you have a family or not, the goal is to replace your income. Whether your family is dependent on your income or not, because in the future, you never know if you might have a family, right? So like she said before, get it while you're young, because that's the cheapest it's going to be. That's the youngest you're going to be. That's the healthiest that you're going to be, right? So you want to, and experts recommend at least, 10 times your annual income, 8 to 10 times your annual income as far as the amount that you need in life insurance. But that... So I got you. I'm gonna show you the difference. Yeah,
tell me, because I don't know nothing. 8 to 10 times your annual income should be.
Yep, 8 to 10. Yep. Ooh. And the younger that you are, the better, right? So the purpose is to, one of the bigger purposes, like while you're in your family building years, is to replace your income. But burial definitely is, because let's talk about the income, because one of the things is not only do that you lose the love of your life, your father, your mother, right? You lose their income. So if you build that inheritance to where they can at least have your income lasting for 10 plus years, right? Or whatever that amount is, forever, you can make it last forever with different options that you plan on, right? But if you do that, they can have your income still. So they won't grieve you financially, won't have to lose the house, won't have to work 2-3 jobs, so it's different things. So that's one purpose. And then it's different purpose, as a estate planner. So you can use life insurance it's so many different reasons. You can use it to pay for, unfortunately, this is a weird thing about Uncle Sam. You got death taxes. What in the world is that?
Death tax?
Right.
I gotta pay taxes for dying?
Like what? It's so many different things that you take.
I ain't even
right. So unfortunately, but it's different
taxes,
things.
Inheritance taxes.
Inheritance tax.
So many different things.
The money that's rightfully mine, I gotta pay taxes.
So the good thing about Michigan is that the inheritance taxes don't kick in until the estate is about 12 million. So that's for right now, because these things change. Right now, right now it's a higher threshold. But they're gonna tax it as income for you though. So say your mother dies tomorrow and leaves you $100,000. When you file taxes, that's gonna count as income for that year, because you got
Not so. But it shouldn't be like life insurance. That's the beauty of life insurance. The beauty of life insurance is that it's not taxed. That's the beauty
life
of
insurance, right? Insurance, but inheritance though, like you inherit a house basically.
So I do have a question, right? So getting a life insurance policy,
just to put that disclaimer.
Right, I ain't no tax lawyer either.
Getting a life insurance policy on my husband versus on my son, right?
Because they all work. They all work together
too. But
still get it.
You still get it regardless, no matter what the age of your family.
It's gonna be the cheapest that it's gonna be
while he's two.
Yep.
So I need to get it now on Donovan.
Yes.
Get it immediately
because he's 7 months. Like get it now.
I am a huge proponent for anyone that if they die, you're going to be financially responsible, or you're going to feel financially obligated to contribute to their burial or cleaning up their finances or anything. There should be a policy for that person. That includes your mom, your dad, your siblings, your children, your stepchildren. If you have a boyfriend and y'all been together a really long time, even if y'all not married yet, maybe consider getting policies on each other, because you've been using their income, like Chauntice said, you've been using their income to contribute to your lifestyle. And if they leave tomorrow and y'all pay bills together, you don't want to be SOL. And you're not legally obligated to anything before you get married. And so it will be a good idea to get at least a decent policy on that person, and not to be messy, but just because if we mix in finances and we pay bills together and all of that, if you die, I don't want to be shit out of luck just because we're not married. So that's a way to protect yourself, even if you don't have a ring yet. So those are things life insurance is good.
Yeah, it's so many different reasons why you build it. But
Can
like
you
she
pull
said,
from your policy
wait.
or borrow
What'd
from
you
it?
say?
so it depends. So if you have a whole life policy, okay. So I guess we are
you
going
ain't got
into
it.
it.
I was about to say you
Okay.
don't have to. I was just wondering.
But it's so the yeah. Okay, I'm
Some of them you can though.
Some of them you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Well, so I do. So see, now I got all
See,
the
the
now I
reason
got
why
all
I'm
the
trying
questions.
to because it's a live conversation and everybody
Mhm.
finances are different. And I don't want to say
Mhm.
any blanket statements.
I hear
So
you.
I want to make sure I talk about people individually.
So we're gonna have to bring
Understood.
Chauntice in at a different time to give some little one-on-one or do some, you
Something
know,
more. We can do
some-
a
the
live
Golden
or
Summit.
something.
Maybe some action.
Maybe y'all can find out more at the Goaling Summit.
I
know.
You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
She's definitely on the list. I just ain't
Sure.
next to you.
I think this
Okay.
is
So I think we got time for one more.
hell of a
Yeah.
segment.
Okay, one more. So what
One
do
more.
y'all
We'll-
think?
Let's
So do
get
y'all think saving for retirement or credit cards? Which one y'all want to talk about?
Credit cards,
Please.
please.
Retirement. I vote for retirement.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll go with the
Chauntice.
professional because I'm not. Listen
But
here.
because I mean, everybody, you can at least file bankruptcy. You can't file bankruptcy in retirement.
Talk
Okay,
about
so let's
retirement
talk
because
about
I
retirement.
feel like I barely even know what a 401k is. So let's
Okay,
just,
so this
let's
is the
talk
Golden
about
Bowl.
retirement.
Yeah,
because
this
we
is
don't
the
talk
Golden
about
Bowl.
it.
Y'all ready? The Golden Bowl is it Golden Bowl to start saving for retirement before 40? And I know it sounds obvious to be like, yeah, you want to start saving for retirement as soon as possible.
But
But like,
doing
it doesn't need to be. So I'm gonna say this: making it a main priority before 40. Is it gold or bold?
Gold. So here's the thing. One of my coworkers, right? And when I started my whole IT career, I was 20, let's say 25, right?
Mhm.
25, 26. And one of my coworkers, he stated like even I think as young as 15, maybe younger than that. Like he's always invested into like stocks, bonds, and just just stuff to create his financial portfolio. And I wasn't thinking about that shit early.
I didn't know about it.
I didn't know about it. Like to start talking about stocks,
still don't know.
even that term, like to start talking about that. I didn't even start entertaining that conversation until I was maybe 28, right? 27, 28. I'm turning 34
right
next month, right?
You don't look a girl.
So
period.
Okay. I thought you was younger than me.
It's giving 24 still.
You know exactly. I'm
don't
like,
gas me up, okay?
It don't crack.
So here, but
that's the
That was the
Chauntice effect.
Chauntice effect. That's you see how she sprinkled it on you. It floated in real smooth.
Yes.
You don't
look
look it.
good.
You don't look it.
34 where?
It just floated into the room and just fell over us.
Yes, where?
But the thing is that he made it a point, which it came like which his parents really made it a point to set him up for those things early on, talking about investing and life insurance and doing all these different things, how to make money on top of your investments, right? How to, not to see, and I'm not a professional, I can't think, but
you got
not
this.
to how to spend money correctly,
Right. That's the
so
thing.
you
That's the
set up
thing.
something and you're saving and you're just saving, right? What you bring in, you're saving, and you have something that's making money on top of itself, and then whatever you have that stream of income that comes in and out. But investing in things that it's just sitting there stacking,
like passive.
Exactly. It's just stacking and saving. And he made it a point. He did that early, like undergrad. Undergrad, all I was concerned about was drinking,
And
right?
was drunk, okay?
And was drunk.
And was drunk.
And was drunk, right? Off the
And my boo.
cheapest
All
shit.
the time.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly. And my nigga, that's it, right?
Right.
So thinking about that stuff, like my son is 2. I need to which you should, and which I should have started thinking about this stuff before C4 was born, even before
You
then.
can start,
And setting up these different accounts that'll build over time and
Mhm.
stuff that he don't have to touch that'll be there set and ready for when he's 18.
Mhm.
Chauntice, do you teach
21.
people about this type of stuff?
Yeah.
I do.
Yep.
I do.
You can
See?
teach us?
all of that. Yep, I got you.
Because we
Okay.
don't know,
Say
and we
no
don't
more.
we don't make it a point to know, right? Because
Yeah.
our parents don't know.
Right.
So we have people like you, right? Like Chauntice, that's bringing all of this information that our community don't have.
Mhm.
Because my parents just they didn't know. They don't
They
know.
still don't know.
Yeah,
I
still don't know.
The
Right.
problem is-
Right.
What
They
age
don't-
do
they
y'all
just don't
plan to
know.
retire? Have y'all thought about like
No.
me either? That's why
I
I was
have
like,
not thought about
about it.
retirement at all.
and
because
that's
of
the
course shit, I want to retire tomorrow. The fuck?
I'm gonna be bored.
exactly every time I tell you, every time I ask somebody, I'm like, okay, what age would you want to retire? Yesterday, today, next
Yeah.
year, right? Of course, the younger the better, right? I mean, of course, that's what we want. But since I'm already here, I'll answer the question. Making savings for retirement before 40 is a priority. That is definitely gold.
Mhm.
I mean, if you can start as soon as you're 18, right? As soon as you're 18, you can start getting your own investment accounts and stuff like that. But as far as retirement, yes, because time is on your side,
Mhm.
right? The more time that you have, like you think of if anybody heard the example of, would you rather have $1 million or a penny that doubles every day?
Right.
You supposed to pick most people will pick the $1 million, but the penny that doubles every day, it grows.
If you have enough time.
Right,
Exactly.
it grows
Yeah.
crazy, and in an example, we had 30 days, right? But what if it kept going, right?
Yeah.
So the more time you have, the better. But like you just said, you can start with your kids, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to just start there. You
So
can start.
how do we start with our kids? Like, because I just got married, I have 2-step kids, and one thing that we talk about often is trying to set them up, especially because we have 3 adults.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We have the beauty of having, a bigger village than most, even though it's just one extra person.
Mhm.
I bring a lot to the table, and so setting our kids up is something that we really talked about. But I'm interested to know, with them, they're 4 and 5 right now. How do I start now? Like, do I do a certificate? Do I start like?
I have no clue where to even.
Yeah, like what am I putting in there?
Well,
or what
honestly,
am I?
I'll speak from a parent first. So as a parent, that was one of my first things I wanted to do. I never wanted my daughter to have student loan debt like I do.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But honestly, we got to take care of ourselves first. We got to because our kids, I mean, amen on that. We got to take care of ourselves first.
Okay.
Because
fuck them kids. Just take care of yourself first, and everything will follow.
It's levels to it, right? It's a progression. So we got to take care of ourselves first.
She get it.
And then with the stuff that we have left over, all right, cool. Now we can allocate this towards the kids. But it's different accounts out there for your kids. And the only reason why, because with investments, you can't just say, you should set up this account, that account. But there are different accounts that you can set up for your kids, depending on, we just have to figure out what your investment goals is, with the purpose, what tax advantages do you want to have for that particular account. But there are different accounts that you can set up for your kids, and then once they hit a certain age, they can have access to that.
Right.
Well, Chauntice, how can they can people just contact you and learn
They
a
can
little
just
bit about
contact
what,
me.
what you're telling us?
I'm so old school with it. You can have my phone number.
She
Just everybody want to DM
you know, I mean, if you want to DM me, Facebook for sure. Chauntice Renee, Chauntice R. Calhoun. I mean, you can put. I'm fine with my number being out there,
That's what I'm
but
talking about.
I'm 313. That's how I really am. 313-820-6985. I had the same number since I was 16, right?
Only here on Golden Girls. It's a hotline.
Yes. I'm meeting with people on Zoom. So rather, I usually do home visits and stuff like that, but because of the pandemic, of course, I've been doing Zoom appointments. I've been able to see a lot more people.
Say it one more time. 313.
313-820-6985. Just if I don't answer, please leave a voicemail. Please leave a text message. But and I also have my my website and stuff like that.
What's your website? Go ahead. It's the plug. Plug all that shit.
www.primerica.com/Chauntice Calhoun. Licensed in several different things. Been here for 7 years in multiple states: Michigan, Ohio,
Say it one more
Virginia,
time.
North.
Say the website one more time.
www.primerica.com/Chauntice www. That was 3, right? .primerica.com/
Primerica,
PRIMERICA.com/
Primerica.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Chauntice Calhoun. Y'all want me to spell that one? CHAUNTICE
Okay. And then
CALHOUN. That is my website.
Okay, boom. So y'all ain't got no excuses.
No
I don't want to be
excuses.
hearing that same broke shit next year. Y'all talking this year.
Get the education
y'all
is
better
free.
call
Get the
Chauntice.
game plan
You
is
better call
free.
her.
Come
And
on.
I'm talking to Missy herself. Ain't no excuse to be talking that same broke shit next
Come
year.
on.
November
Come
we
on.
doing financial
Yeah.
literacy, and
Yes, right before the holiday
feel
season.
like
on.
I have learned a lot.
And if
Come
you ain't
on.
learned nothing else, if you got Amazon, you can get Grubhub for free.
Come
You
on,
can get
exactly,
Grubhub. 12 months.
exactly. Man, I'm so cheap. That's the one. That's I'm like, oh,
I'm
okay,
about
that's
to
all
be
you wanted me to
fat
be in
as
that.
hell,
I got
bro.
so many
It's
different
over.
tips on how to make sure you can save some money.
And so hopefully, I haven't asked her yet, but we doing it now. Hopefully, we'll see Miss Chauntice at the Gold Link Summit.
I'm
and
with
she'll be
it.
able to
Of course I'm with it. Of course I'm with
She'll be
it.
giving us out some little financial gems.
Ain't nothing like putting a bitch on the spot.
You know I'm with it.
Hold live, baby. Look, if y'all know me, I would.
If
I'm
she would have
always
said,
put you on the
no,
spot.
girls, if she would have said no, we was gonna jump her. What was gonna do?
I would have
said-
said yes anyway for
She was gonna
protection
say yeah
purposes.
anyway.
I got
Period.
4 girls around me, and they
Listen,
loaded.
She was
Mm-mm.
like, I'm from around the way. I'm alive. I got two motherfuckers.
I'm alive. Then
You don't have to
I'm
catch
a text
me.
y'all tomorrow. I'm a text y'all
I know how to survive. Okay,
Listen, she did a
Create.
she did a AmeriCorps on the east side.
you
That's
know
what it is.
exactly. That lets
She
you know.
gonna get up out this motherfucker.
Let me tell y'all something. As
um,
messy as we get, these are the moments I live for, because having somebody like you that really makes it a point to help our community. And this is
Oh, I appreciate that.
this is an area that we just need help in so bad. She being
Mhm.
messy. First of all, she being messy. But I gotta give Chauntice her flowers.
I want to say
it
we
is
can't
not-
give a shot
it-
to the bag. We just
it
got a
is
bag
not,
today.
we need you. We need you.
You know what?
and you
That calms y'all
deliver.
down too when y'all, because
It does.
I can't wait to cuss y'all out because y'all know y'all don't supposed to be talking over each other and all of this
No.
stuff because they killing my audio.
She gonna
You know
be
what I'm
mad
saying?
when she got to
But
edit
what I
this and
have
I'll get cussed
seen-
out.
What works is the Chauntice effect. Every time I do it, they be like, they be quiet. Because I'm over here like yelling at y'all. I've been trying to shoot Missy with the pen and everything. She ain't been paying attention.
But Chauntice, you are needed.
My bad.
You
Thank
are
you so
needed and you
much.
deliver, because I have learned so much.
Thank you so much.
I just want to point
This
that
gives
out.
me the more energy. I'm telling y'all, when I said I needed that earlier, thank you. Because just like destiny, it's a journey. So thanks so much.
This nigga done turned 2 shots into 6 over there. Give me your motherfucking
No,
cup.
no.
Look,
DJ
I'm like, I've
poured
had
me
my-
half a cup
this mine?
earlier.
She won't show me the cup. It ain't no cup. It
When
ain't
I
nothing in the
stand
cup.
up, oh my God. What happened?
We talked about this, and this is communion.
We
Y'all
messy
gonna- y'all
and
gonna tell-
educational at the same time.
Y'all gonna tell Jesus y'all tired of doing
Give it
communion?
to her.
You communion
He give us one
Brittany, now listen. don't
Once
block-
a month.
don't block
Okay,
our
That ass gonna be
camera.
in the camera.
Split it.
That ass gonna be in the camera. It ain't nothing
Split
you
it
can do
between
about it.
us.
Lord.
thicknesses is everywhere.
That ass
Okay.
gonna be in the camera.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, split it. Give me some. Get you some and give me some. Be
Yeah,
only
That's
because I
Brittany
forgot.
next time.
Where's KK?
Slide up the
I've
side.
been texting her.
Can KK get a shot?
We literally finished the whole
I
bottle.
mean, yeah, but I gotta have something
Girl,
to
there's
drink
6
because of the
motherfuckers
next
on one
segment.
bottle. Go ahead.
I gotta have something to drink for the next segment.
Cheers to the freaking-
We need to
Um,
save a shot for the next segment.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I won't.
But
I'll
thank you,
babysit this
Chauntice,
one.
for real. I got a lot of knowledge today.
Yay.
And I
Shout
know a
out
little
to you,
bit
'cause
from
that-
work, but I learned even more. So
But see,
thank
between
you so
and not
much.
because listen here, messy is messy, okay? But she know what she
did
be
her
talking
stuff.
about.
She sure does.
She know what she be talking
She
about
sure
because
does.
let's not skip over the facts
I do got a doctor.
that Missy shared with us today. Okay.
She is Dr. Mrs.
From a legal perspective, because
Okay.
my friend is a
Dr.
lawyer. Let's
Dr.
not
Lawyer,
forget that.
Dr. Lawyer Mrs.
Let's not
Okay.
forget that
Come
I
on, my
know
good baby.
lawyers. Okay.
when I'm taking shots, like I'm messy, but I go to. Like,
Let's not forget that we know we're
Come on, my good
professionals.
baby.
Okay.
I'm a Gemini, so I turn it on, turn it off.
Yep.
It's nothing in the cup.
I got the thing.
Jerome.
See, like
Yeah.
I need the cup.
But so now we gonna Des is filling her cup up because we're going into the segment where we're gonna bring this all together and wrap it up in a bow, because like we ain't just gonna run our mouth. Like it's a purpose to all this shit. Des, what's the
sure.
purpose?
Absolutely. So, y'all already know we've decided this season that we always gonna toast because creating safe spaces for Black women, celebrating knowledge, celebrating education. Like we can definitely be around, we can be in all of these spaces, but to have it positive and to have it encouraging and to be able to learn the way that we're learning is huge.
Yeah.
And I just feel like we don't celebrate that enough. Like we Black women just don't have the space.
Yeah.
And so when we come here, like I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. We stopped doing the podcast for y'all a long time ago.
Yeah. No, for real.
a long, like it used to be about y'all. I swear to God.
Y'all be in and out the
um,
live. Sometimes it's only one of you motherfuckers on here. We
Yeah.
have to repurpose. Y'all killing
It's
bitches
for
sometimes.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
but
for us.
But what y'all really got to know is that here we really every other Monday is a real moment for us that is just safe. And when people do join and when people are listening and they're involved, they really just love it. So I just want to say cheers to bringing so many different variations of Black women together to highlight what we love and what we do. Y'all know I'm a school baby. And so Black girls are taught at freaking first grade not to love math, not to love numbers, not to, you know.
You about to start a whole nother discussion.
Don't get me.
I know.
But listen here, the engineer me about to come out.
The STEM.
I hope my and low-key, I hope my
You gotta love reading.
and so listen, low-key, I hope my
You
sister,
can only be a teacher.
You can only be a teacher. and
I
you
hope my
have to-
sister-in-law is still here, Miss Cassandra, who been coming because baby girl was like the bomb, on Wall Street making money, doing a great thing, and it just wasn't doing. It wasn't feeding her the way that it should have.
Yeah.
And so she left and went
It's
to
all about
teach
purpose.
math.
Yep.
And now she teaches kids all period.
Come on,
I have never
Okay, let's go.
because I've
And-
never seen someone that looks like me.
Let me tell you.
I've had one Black man teacher, but
Yes.
a Black woman teaching math. I have had
True.
one,
math.
literally one
Ooh,
Black
math.
woman math teacher in my
Listen.
entire
Okay.
career.
I've never
of
had a
schooling.
Black woman
And-
teach
and
math.
From kindergarten to college. One
No.
one.
all of my teachers.
My sister's
female.
in New York
One.
teaching all of the babies in the hood about math, and they learning and they growing and they loving it.
I love
And because she
It's
took
doing
herself
something.
off of Wall Street and put herself in a space where
Come
she
on,
was
baby.
sharing
It
her
is doing
knowledge
something
and
because I
her
have-
numbers.
I've never seen someone that me. I've never
Absolutely.
seen that. So
Mhm.
she is
Get it.
doing yes,
Get it.
absolutely.
So I just want to say, but even to you, Chauntice, like all of us, there was
Yes.
tons of us coaches doing all type of different variations of things. You were the only person focused on money, focused on the bag, focused on teaching people
Again,
how
I've
to
never
do it,
seen someone that looks like me.
especially in poverty settings.
Come on now.
And so we
Yes,
talk
ma'am.
about a lot of stuff, but it's time for Black women to get to the bag. This is a realization for me because I work off passion. I will be broker than a joke
Hey,
And-
look, same.
and making it happen.
Yep.
And putting my kids in spaces to get their money and putting everybody
Yep.
else in spaces, and I just feel good because they there.
Yep.
And that's just not what it is. We gotta know too.
Yep.
We have skills
Yep.
and we need to get it to where it is, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
So today I just want to cheers to being honest and realistic and getting to the bag as Black women because we deserve it in all of our service
We do.
positions and all of our superwomanhood
Yeah.
and all of everything. What Beyonce say, pay me my money, period. Okay.
No, Rihanna said, bitch better have my money.
Money,
Bitch better
okay.
have my money. So cheers to the Black female teachers. Cheers
Black
to the
math teachers
financial
I see you,
advisors.
Cassandra.
Cheers to everybody that's letting us know it's time to get to the bag.
Yes.
Period.
Clink, clink,
Yes.
clink, clink, clink,
Work
clink,
in your
clink,
purpose.
Clink, clink, clink.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I feel so blessed
That's so
and so
nasty,
privileged
y'all.
to be in this space. And Chauntice, real quick, before we take the episode out, like we talked about earlier, you've been a Golden Girl for a long time. And this nonprofit organization is near and dear to our hearts. And one thing we need to start doing is talking to our Golden Girls about how Golden Girls has affected you positively and what we can do in the future to keep that going and how to maximize that. So I want to ask you, like, how has Golden Girls, or being a part of Golden Girls for so long and watching us struggle, stumble, figure shit out, like, has it helped you? What do you get from it? Why do you keep coming back, and why do you keep fucking with us? We need to know.
I love the realness. It's a community, it's an environment that it helps us develop and grow. And it's a safe place, like you guys said, or you ladies
This is a
said
safe
before.
space.
Yeah, and that's really important to me. And we got women out here not just settling for the status quo, but going after whatever it is that your purpose is. And that's the type of environment that I want to continue to be a part of. So that's why I'm a Golden Girl, and I love gold. So.
Okay,
Yes.
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 Well, thank you so much, Chauntice.
Thank y'all so much.
And on that note, I got just one more thing that
Okay.
I just want to make sure we say. Y'all know we in Michigan, and y'all
Yes.
know last week was a fruit for the women in the country.
Yes.
Man,
But Michigan,
I
we
was
won our
nervous.
coochies
We
back, y'all. So y'all gotta be able. Let's go.
Yes.
We should have power over our bodies. Come
Yes.
on.
And I gotta give a shout out to Planned Parenthood, because they've been out here campaigning,
Yes.
working, doing everything they
Come
could.
on, shout out Planned Parenthood.
Shout out.
Planned Parenthood, shout out to my bachelorette party, okay?
Bro, what are you
Let us
talking about,
know
man?
that we need to stand with each other as Black women,
Yes.
and that we need to go out and vote. Yes, we understand that sometimes it feels like our votes don't count.
But they
And
do.
sometimes
They
it get
do.
a
They
bad
do.
call.
Come on.
But
They
in,
did.
but in elections like this, we have to make sure that we're showing up and showing out for each other, because we were very close to not being able to make our own choices about what happens to
But
our
we
bodies.
did. But we
And
did.
somebody said no exceptions, but she gone. That bullshit is gone.
Yes.
Don't even matter.
If you
Yes.
want to have some say so over your coochie,
Okay.
Yes, we won our coochies
We
back.
won.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Yes.
Shout out to us for
There
giving
we
them
go.
votes.
Yes.
Shout out to the Black men who support the women.
Shout out for getting
Shout
our
out to
coochies
all
back,
of us.
'cause I
I'm
love
proud
it.
as fuck of us. Let's keep doing
Yes.
this shit. All right.
I love it. Absolutely. And on that note, we're going to take ourselves on up out of this podcast. Thank y'all so much for joining Golden Girls Podcast. Please, please, please make sure you follow us on everything that we have. Make sure you get our podcast episode. It's on Spotify, Apple, Breaker, Anchor, everywhere that you listen to podcasts. We are definitely there. And just in case you don't know how to find us, just go to golden-girls-group.org. It'll get you everywhere that you need to be. I love y'all so much, so much, so much. Who do I got sitting next to me right here?
This is DJ, and I just want to wish all of y'all a Merry Christmas.
Okay, Merry Christmas. Okay.
Okay. Sexy Christmas voice.
All right. And then who we got sitting next to her?
This is Chauntice Renee. I wish y'all the best when it comes to finding financial freedom.
Okay, financial freedom, period. Okay, who we got over there in the end?
It's your girl, Messy Missy, the one you love, the messiest one you know. We gave you the tea to get to the back, so I don't want to hear none of that broke shit in 2023. Let's go.
Period. And y'all already know who I am. I'm your executive producer. It's your girl, Des. Thank y'all so much for joining Golden Girls Podcast. We love you dearly. We will see you soon.
Bye.
What are you talking about?
Bye.